Welcome. Thank you for tuning in today. My name is Albizia ASMR. And today I have for you just a little bit of Nintendo. Oh, looks like we have some Pokemon Soul Silver that I was playing earlier. Some Nintendo DS ASMR. As you can see, I have the original blue Nintendo DS. I really like this color. I think it looks great. And I think that the design of the original DS is just so iconic. You can see here that mine is a little worn away. It's definitely well loved. Gave it lots of love and lots of playtime as a kid, and even now, I still play on it quite a bit, as you can see. I'm going to turn the sound down on that and turn that off. So, now that it's turned off, we can take out the game card, right? So currently, what I have in there is Pokemon Soul Silver, Pokemon Soul Silver version, which I don't know about the rest of my fellow Pokemon fans out there, but I think Gen 2 is the best Pokemon gen. But that's just me, That's just my opinion. Maybe you can let me know in the comments which one you like the most. And then in the Game Boy Advance slot, we have Pokemon Ruby version. And I have to say that I absolutely love the design of the Game Boy Advance cartridges, especially for Pokemon. I think that they were all very pretty. And I love the sort of, I guess you could call it like translucent design they had going on for the cartridges. I have a few other examples over here. I have Pokemon Leaf Green, which has this really cool swirl effect. Get some gentle taps there. Don't want it to be too harsh. It can be a bit rattly. Pokemon Leaf Green, and I have Pokemon Fire Red to go along with it. Great games. Okay. No more Kanto. We're talking about Pokemon Ruby. And if we're on the subject of the Hoenn region, my favorite starter is Mudkip. I think that the Mudkip line is fantastic. I think that Marshtomp and Swampert both look really great, and honestly, probably the strongest starter. You know, like the best one to go with if you're gonna do a playthrough of Gen 3, right? At least I think so. And then we can get some L and R button sounds. As far as my love for the Gen 2 starters, I love Cyndaquil the most. I think it is adorable, and I always loved Cyndaquil in the anime because I think the little Pokemon was trying its best, you know? Not the bravest Pokemon, but certainly one of the cutest. And as far as the design of the original Nintendo DS, I always loved how chunky it was. I think it fits really nicely in one's hands, and I think that to this day it is probably one of the more comfortable things to play on that Nintendo's put out, you know? For me, I'd say that this, along with the Pro Controller, are probably some of the more ergonomic designs Nintendo's put out. You know, no one wants to have strained hands while playing video games, and I always found that the DS was very comfortable to play on. Very comfortable to play on. The button layout is very simple. And you've got your start and select up here. Power button right there. And the classic D-pad. Classic D-pad. Eventually, when they rolled out the 3DS, this circle pad was added. And for me, I think that the D-pad is much more comfortable, and I found myself for a lot of the 3DS games preferring to use the D-pad when I could. When Super Smash Bros. Was released, though, I think my circle pad got plenty of usage then. Plenty, I'd say. Smash is a very controller-heavy game, and probably the best thing to go with would be the GameCube controller, right? Whenever you could. I didn't really play the 3DS version too much once the Wii U version came out, because the Wii U just, it was nice to play it on your TV and to be able to use GameCube controllers again, but that's neither here nor there. We're talking about the Nintendo DS. Nintendo DS. you can see right there is the stylus holder, which is empty. Pretty common theme for me growing up, to be honest. Always was missing my stylus and ended up using my finger to play a lot of the games. Which, if you've ever tried to play Cooking Mama with no stylus, it's pretty impossible. But a lot of my friends I know would use like a mechanical pencil to tap, or even like, you know, like a pen as well, you know, just to tap on there. Never really could get into that though. I always found that the finger was much more reliable. You know, if you're playing like what was it called? Like Brain Age, you know? You gotta be really quick, and I found that the index finger was the way to go. So that's just me. Now I'm gonna turn the sound up just a little bit, and why don't we take a listen to that classic DS sound, huh? There we go. Very nice, very nice. Turn the sound down. So cool. Here we have Pokemon Soul Silver, of course. Great intro, which I won't show all of here, but, you know, great game. If you haven't played it, check it out. Growing up, some of the other games, aside from Pokemon, of course, I played were the original Nintendogs. It was actually the very first game I played on my DS when I got it. Lots of fun with that game. And then I also played, let's think, you know, I played the Bakugan DS game. Big fan of Bakugan, if anyone ever played that. It's pretty great. And then aside from lots of Pokemon, and I do mean lots and lots of it, including the spin-offs, which if you haven't played, either Mystery Dungeon, which I have right here, the Mystery Dungeon franchise. These were the second games. This is Explorers of Time and Explorers of Darkness. Great games. And the second in the franchise, after Red and Blue, Exploration Team. Both pretty great. If you haven't played them, you get to play as a Pokemon. And who doesn't want to be a Bulbasaur, right? Good games. But other games I played have to be Mario Kart DS. Do you guys play Mario Kart on the DS? Oh, so much fun. I remember wondering who Rob was. I had no idea it was a toy, you know, that you could hook up to the NES. I was just like, who was that? And then I played through Super Smash Bros. Brawl and saw Rob again. I was like, oh, it's the little robot from Mario Kart. But of course, it's not entirely all that Rob is from. But lots of fun. thumbs up. Thank you all so much for tuning into my first video. Please leave any feedback or suggestions that you'd like. I am more than happy to see what you guys think, or if you have any requests or comments for me. I would love to hear it. I hope you have a splendid day and that you stay warm. I know that where I am, it is particularly chilly, so I hope that you have a wonderful morning, day, or night, wherever you are, and that you take care of yourself, because everyone deserves to take care of themselves. So, I'll make sure to do that too. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.